Welcome back. Welcome to Inner Moon Yoga practice today. Today is a boot camp practice, so it's sort of like a hybrid. It's a mix of power yoga with a little bit more cardio and a little bit more funky moves. So today's practice, you'll just need your mat, comfortable, cool clothing. Hopefully we're going to get some sweat on, and you may want a block or two if you have it. If you don't, you can always use a cushion or a rolled up towel. So once you have your mat and your block and you're ready to go, I invite you to come to the back of your mat, just sitting in geisha style, so just sitting on the heels. So this is where the block may come in handy. If sitting on your heels is a bit too much for you, you can take that block or two or cushion and just place it underneath your seat to take some of the pressure off the knees. If sitting on the heels is comfortable for you, you can go ahead and just find a comfortable spot near the back of your mat. And I invite you to close your eyes, find a comfortable spot for the hands, and just take a minute here to begin just to ground yourself and find your foundation. So as you close the eyes, and just bring the intention inward and allowing your focus to connect with the breath, allowing the breath to smooth out, allowing your body to soften and let go. Putting down your to-do list, putting down anything that you've already accomplished for the day, and just making space for your practice. And as we move through the practice today, I encourage you to check in with yourself, to try to stay in this inward state, noticing the sensations and the feelings in your body, and just allowing yourself to move through the practice with a sense of connection, and always moving through with compassion. There's a pose or a series or sequence that feels too much for you. If you feel like a little bit too vulnerable doing that, please always adjust or take a rest. You can always find down dog or child's pose. Just honoring where you are today, honoring any injuries that you may be dealing with. So we'll just take a couple of rounds of breath here. We'll make them letting go breath, and a letting go breath is inhale through the nose, and a nice sigh exhale through the mouth. Do that 2 more times. And then you can just slowly open your eyes and arrive. So if you have a block or a cushion or a towel underneath you, just remove that out to the side for now. We're going to do a nice little warm-up of some sort of seated sun salutations. And we'll go through the first 1 or 2 slowly, and as you get the rhythm and get the pace, I certainly invite you to close the eyes and make it sort of a meditative movement. So by beginning just sitting on the heels, as we inhale, we raise those arms overhead, the palms touch. Exhale, we fold down into child's pose, arms extended. Inhale into a tabletop position. Exhale into a down dog. Inhale into an up dog just on our toes. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, table. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale to rise back up. And that's 1 round. We'll do 5 more just like that, okay? So if you feel the rhythm and you want to close the eyes, it's a really, really nice sensation, a nice moving meditation to do with the eyes closed. Inhale to rise back up on those knees, palms touch. Exhale to bow forward, child's pose. Inhale into tabletop. Exhale into down dog. Inhale into that up dog. Exhale into down dog. Inhale into table. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale to rise back up. Exhale to bow forward, child's pose. Inhale into tabletop. Exhale into down dog. Inhale into up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale to rise back up. Exhale to bow forward. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale to rise all the way up. Exhale to bow forward. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale to rise all the way back up, palms touch, last round. Exhale to bow forward. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, table. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale to rise all the way back up, palms touch this time. Hands to heart center, sit back on those heels. Just take a moment to be. Noticing the sensations, the energy that you've created that's moving through the body right now. Smooth out the breath. And then open those eyes, release those hands. We'll walk forward into a nice down dog pose here. So spreading those fingers nice and wide. Just setting up your down dog that feels comfortable for you. The hands can be shoulder width apart, the feet hip width apart. Hiding your heels just ever so slightly. I often like to rotate my hands just ever so slightly so the thumbs come straight up the mat. Rotating the inside of my elbows to the sky as I press back. Getting some nice release there for the back line of the body. Then on a nice inhale, we'll raise that right foot up to the sky. Give it a nice stretch there, three-legged dog. Bend that right knee, allow the toes to fall behind you. Get a nice hip stretch there. Finding your breath. And just being with this pose. Opening up through the hip. And then allow that right foot to fall behind you for rock star pose as you open up to the sky. So extending that right arm to the sky, pressing those hips up, extending through your rock star pose here. Nice. Then rotating back to that three-legged down dog, right foot to the sky. Give it a nice stretch. Then we're going to step that right foot forward, coming into a low lunge. Drop that left knee down, uncurl those left toes, opening up the heart, dropping the shoulders away from the ears, and just getting this great stretch happening here in our low lunge position. Just soaking up the benefits of this pose, of this position. And then we're just going to lean back for a runner stretch. So coming back with our seat, extending that right leg long, bowing that forehead down towards the right knee. You can flex that right foot, point the toes, whichever feels better. It could be a combination of both. It could be a twist. Sometimes I point and I push that big toe out to the side. Sometimes that feels nice. And just settle in and let go with that breath over that leg. One more full round of breath here. Then bending that right knee, coming forward to make the space for you to curl those back toes and bring that right foot back to the sky, three-legged down dog. Right foot to the mat. Pedal it out a little bit, find your balance back in your down dog. Find the hand position again that works for you. Left leg up to the sky, give it a nice stretch there. And then bend that left knee, allow those left toes to fall behind you. Getting a nice stretch here. Still honoring that down dog with the upper body. One more round of breath here before we find our rock star on this side. Then you're just gonna allow those left toes to fall to the floor behind you as you open up into your rock star pose. Give it a nice stretch, raising those hips to the sky. One more full round of breath. Elongate through all limbs of your body. As you rotate yourself back to that three-legged down dog, left foot to the sky, stretch it out. Then step that left foot forward, low lunge, right knee down, uncurl those right toes, open up that chest, pull those shoulders away from the ears, have a neutral gaze, so to get a nice stretch up the neck as well. And just use that breath to settle in, allowing those areas that are feeling tight, allow a little space to create there, a little letting go. And then we're gonna come into that runner stretch, so bring our seat back as we lengthen through that left leg, forehead down towards that left knee. Again, you can flex the foot, or you can point the left foot. You can change the degree by just twisting that foot a little bit to the outside or to the inside, wherever you may need a little bit more juice. We'll take one more full round of breath here, just softening over that left leg. And then putting a nice bend in that left leg as you come forward, curl those right toes, and lift that left foot back up to the sky, three-legged dog. Bring that left foot back down, find that balance in your down dog, and take 2 full rounds of breath here in your down dog, pressing that seat back, elongating through your limbs, and then just slowly walking those feet to those hands for a nice forward fold. On an inhale, we're gonna come into that half lift, so we bring those palms to the shin, coming into that half lift, so a long straight spine, neutral gaze down to the floor, just pressing those shoulders away from the ears, just soaking up the benefits of this pose. We'll take one more round of breath here, and then exhale back to that forward fold. Nice job. We're just gonna bend those knees and roll up one vertebrae at a time as we slowly bring ourselves back up to Tadasana Mountain Pose. Inhale those arms up to the sky, interlace those fingers, palms twist towards the sky. Exhale to arch over to the side. Inhale back to center. Exhale, arch to the other side. Inhale back to center. Slowly release those hands. Nice job. Just finding the top of your mat here, if you need to walk it up a little bit. And we'll just further warm up with some traditional sun salutations. So finding a nice connection with those toes and the feet on your mat. Taking a nice inhale, raise those arms overhead, the palms touch. Exhale to bow forward. Inhale that half lift, long spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, step that right foot back, left foot back, plank pose. Exhale to lower your whole self down. Inhale into that nice cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale that left foot up to the sky. Step it forward, right comes to meet it, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms out to the side, swan dive all the way up, the palms touch. Exhale to bow forward. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, step that left foot back, right back, plank pose. Exhale to lower your whole self down. Inhale into a nice cobra, tuck those elbows. Exhale, down dog. Inhale that right foot up to the sky. Step it forward. Left comes to meet it. Forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, swan dive all the way up. Palms touch. Exhale to bow forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, step or float, this time to the back of your mat, plank pose. Exhale, your choice to come either halfway or all the way for that cobra or make it an up dog. Exhale, down dog. Bending those knees and stepping or floating to the top of your mat this time for that forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms out to the side, swan dive up. One last one, just like that. Exhale to bow forward. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, step or float to the back of your mat, plank pose. Exhale to lower all stuff all the way down or halfway for cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. Here we're gonna hold this down dog for 2 rounds of breath. Just smoothing it out, finding your rhythm, enjoying the sensations, the energy that we're creating, the fire in the belly. We'll take 1 more round of breath. We'll bend those knees, and at the end of your exhales, when you step or float to the top of your mat, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms out to the side, swan dive all the way up, palms touch. This time, hands to heart center. Close the eyes and just take a moment to be. Notice that connection, notice that heart. And then just slowly release the hands and open the eyes. All right, we'll get a little bit fired up here and get a little bit of heart work in and get our heart rate up, so that while we move through our vinyasa flow, we have a much elevated heart rate. So I'll give you options for each, low impact or a version with the impact. So the first one is opposite elbow to opposite knee, okay? So this would be your low impact. Just coming across, stepping, crunching in, getting the ab work without the impact on the ankles and the knees and the hips, okay? Otherwise, you can pick up the pace. So either or, we got 30 seconds here, and whatever version you're doing, trying to really find that nice twist. Twisting right across, bringing that knee nice and high, whichever version you're in. We're halfway there. Keeping that breath going. You don't want to hold your breath. Use that breath to empower you to go for the last 5 seconds here. The last 3, the last 2, last 1. Nice job. Okay, next one is going to be butt kicks. So 2 options. The heels come over towards your seat, and it could be like this. You're going to add some arms overhead to keep the heart rate up. Okay? If the impact is okay for you, you're going to be here, kicking, and you can add those arms. If the heart rate is too high, keep the arms below the heart. Okay? Either or. We got 20 seconds here to go. Whichever version you're doing, own it, find the rhythm, find your breath. Nice job. Those heels nice close to your butt. We're almost there. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great job. All right, our next one is kind of fun. We're gonna hopscotch our mat. So we're coming to the back of our mat, and we're just going in and out. So I'm coming to the outer, hopping to the in. If the impact is too much, step out, find a squat, step in, find a squat, okay? So low impact would just be stepping and squatting, and the high impact, you're hopping, okay? Nice job. Wherever you're at, we got 30 seconds on the clock. whichever version you're doing. You can also add some arms. You can tap that heart. If the heart rate is too high again, release the hands, okay? Nice job. Being as soft as possible on those feet, as if you're in an apartment building and someone's underneath you and you don't want to wake them up. Nice job. Last 10 seconds here. Stay with me. Nice. It looks kind of creepy on my phone here, coming in and out. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great. Okay, I got one more for you. Now, if you feel like you can't catch your breath right now, you just blow out the candles. Inhale, and then exhale through the mouth. Okay, but one last move here. So we got skiers. So 2 options. Low impact would be stepping forward for front lunges. Okay, just like that. If the arms are out, feels better, find the position that works for you. Okay, impact, we're doing skiers, using those arms. So here we go, 30 seconds on the clock. You're either stepping forward for that lunge, or you're finding traditional skiers, okay? Again, coming back to that breath, finding your rhythm. Soft on the feet and the ankles. Nice wide steps here. Halfway there, last 15 seconds. Nice. On the home stretch. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great job. Okay, take a sip of water if you need it. Find your breath, blow out the candles. Great job. When you're ready, we're gonna meet up back at the top of our mat. Oh, I just dribbled water all down the front of me, that's nice. If you need a moment, I should say too, you can always pause the video, catch your breath. If you feel like you need to catch your breath, walk around a little bit, blow out the candles, and then come back to your mat. If you're okay, you just need to find the breath. Just take those deep breaths and blow out the candles as we move through, okay, our vinyasa. So we'll be at the top of our mat, finding a nice foundation for the feet. Take a nice inhale, raise those arms overhead. Exhale to bow forward. Inhale, half lift, long spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, step or flip to the back of your mat, plank pose. Exhale to lower yourself down. Inhale into that cobra or the up dog. Exhale, down dog. 2 rounds of breath here in this down dog. So set it up where it feels comfortable for you. I like to rotate my hands ever so slightly. Thumbs to the top of the mat. Press back. Press that seat. Just enjoy the stretch as you catch your breath. Nice job. Inhale that right foot up to the sky. Step it forward. Drop the back foot to a 45-degree angle, coming up into a warrior 1 pose. So warrior 1, nice lunge in the front leg. Back foot's at that 45-degree angle. Soft shoulders here, okay? So they're not up near the ears. Perfect. Then we're gonna bring our hands together, the palms, the bottom of the palms, and we'll connect our baby finger and our thumbs, and we'll open up the remainder of the fingers into a lotus mudra here. We're gonna close our eyes and just take a moment and think about what brought you to this practice today, what motivated you to hit play, what brought you to your mat. And whatever that is, whether it's health, whether it's releasing stress, whether it's building strength, whatever that is, whatever that intention is, I invite you to place it into that lotus flower. When it's in there, you can close up the remainder of the fingers, and then you can bring it down to seal to the heart. And you can use that to empower you as we move through the practice. So let's say it was for health. I am health. So you can repeat to yourself as you move through the practice, I am health, I am healthy, to encourage you to keep that focus, to empower you to continue on. Then you can slowly open the eyes, release the hands. We're gonna bring the hands behind our back, interlace our fingers, open up through the chest. Get a really great stretch here. Still in that nice lunge in the front leg. And then we're gonna bow forward. So I'm bringing that right shoulder to the inside of that right thigh, opening up the left side of my chest and shoulder to the sky for humble warrior. So just doing your best to what works for you. We're just here for 2 more rounds of breath. Just opening up and letting go. Not worrying too much about what we look like, just enjoying what we have. And just slowly releasing those hands, bring them on either side of that right foot. Drag that right foot back to a down dog position. Pedal it out. Inhale into a nice plank. Exhale to lower down. Inhale into your cobra or your up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale that left foot up to the sky. Step it forward. Drop that back foot to a 45-degree angle. Coming up to warrior one on this side. So again, nice lunge in that front leg. Soft shoulders. So again, finding that lotus mudra, so that thumb and baby finger come together. Bring energy back into that intention. Place it in the flower. Close up your petals and seal it to the heart. Nice job. Allow that intention really to soak through you. So allow it to come into the chest, into the heart, into the energy body, and spread it out through all of you. Nice. You can slowly release those hands. Bring those interlacing fingers behind you. This time put that funky baby finger on the bottom. Open up that chest. Get a nice stretch here. Still in that nice lunge. Strong back leg. And then when you're ready, we're gonna bring that left shoulder to the inside of that left thigh. Opening up that right chest, right shoulder as much as possible to the sky. Still holding that nice lunge. We're just here for 3 rounds of breath. Use that breath to empower you to take hold of this pose and bring some enjoyment and joy to it. Noticing the effects of what's happening in the body here. And then slowly release those hands on either side of that left foot. Drag that left foot back, plank pose. Inhale to the top of your plank. Exhale to lower down. Inhale into a cobra or an up dog. Exhale, down dog. 2 rounds of breath here in this down dog. Nice job. Just find that rhythm. Enjoy a nice stretch. Then on your next inhale, we're gonna inhale that right foot up to the sky. Step it forward for high lunge here. Coming up into a nice high lunge with cactus arms, opening up to the sky. Then exhale back down to that down dog. Inhale that left foot up to the sky. Step it forward for a high lunge on this side. Open up to the sky. We got 2 more just like that. Back down, down dog. Inhale, right foot up. Right foot steps forward, high lunge. Open it up. Down dog. Left leg up to the sky. Step it forward. High lunge here. Exhale, back down, down dog. Inhale, right foot up to the sky. Last time, step it forward. High lunge. Awesome, we'll finish that off on the left side. Left foot up to the sky. Step it forward. High lunge on this side. Exhale, back down, down dog. Great job. Inhale into a nice plank. Exhale to lower down. Inhale into your cobra or your up dog. Exhale, down dog. Awesome job. Just let it go. If child's pose serves you better at this point, drop the knees, take child's pose, no problem. 2 more rounds of breath here. Just let it go. Then inhale that right foot up to the sky. Step it forward for warrior one on this side again. Back foot to a 45-degree angle. Bringing those arms up. Nice job. This time just keeping those arms alongside, fingers to the sky. Lots of energy in those fingers. Shooting through the tops of the fingertips. Soft shoulders, nice lunge. Awesome. And take 2 more rounds of breath just like this. That back leg, that's where the strength is coming from. You're just balancing with that front leg. Then we'll bring those hands behind us, open up, get that nice stretch. Exhale to bow forward, that right shoulder to the inside of that right thigh. 1 more round of breath just like this. Then we're gonna rise back up, rainbow those arms open, warrior two. Perfect. Elongate through the arms as if someone's pulling on either hand. Then we're gonna bring that right elbow under the left for eagle arms. So it may look like this, or you may be able to bring the palms or the backs of the hands together. The elbows go up, the forearms away from you. Still in that nice lunge in the front leg. We're here for 3 rounds of breath. Just letting go of tension in the upper back and the shoulders. And just use that breath, just let it go. If you feel like the elbows are slipping, just remind yourself, up, up, and away. The elbows come up and the forearms come away from you. 1 more round of breath, just like this. Coming back to warrior two with those long arms. Great job. Stretch it out. Then we're gonna straighten that front leg. We're gonna reach forward just to that natural stopping spot. I'm gonna rotate that right palm to the sky, and I'm gonna bring my left arm alongside the other side of my head. So I've got my arms alongside my ears. I'm reaching forward. I'm extending long, getting a nice stretch along the left side body here. Just here for 2 more rounds of breath. Reaching forward with those fingertips. Inhale the arms to the sky. Exhale, bring both hands on either side of that right foot. Drag that right foot back, plank pose. Exhale to lower down. Inhale into a cobra or an up dog. Exhale, down dog. Nice job. Inhale that left foot up to the sky. Step it forward for warrior one on this side. That back foot comes to a 45-degree angle, coming up in traditional warrior one. Arms along the ears. Energy through the hands and the fingers. Nice lunge in that front leg. And all the strength is coming from that back leg. That's your foundation. Nice. Tucking that tailbone under ever so slightly. Lower abs are softly engaged. Then bringing those hands for that clasp with the funky finger on the bottom. Open up that chest, get that nice stretch happening there. Great. Then on an exhale, we're gonna bow forward. That left shoulder to the inside of that left thigh. Opening up the right side body to the sky. Find that breath, find that rhythm. Use that breath, the strength in your breath to hold the foundation. 1 more round of breath. And we're gonna release ourselves back up. Rainbow those arms open into a nice warrior two. Elongate through those arms, get that nice stretch happening. Don't lose that lunge. Then that left elbow comes under the right. Either the palms towards each other or the backs of the hands, or maybe it looks like here, okay? But it's the elbows that come up and the forearms away from you. Then settle in. Use those exhales to let go of some of that tension that no longer serves you in your shoulders. Just let it go. As you let go with the breath, just allow the elbows to come up and the forearms move away from you. And just continue letting go of some layers of that stress. Take 2 more rounds of breath here, up, up, and away. Then opening back up, warrior two, elongate those arms. Straighten that front leg and just reach forward just to that natural stopping spot. Rotate that left palm to the sky. Right arm comes over top for extended triangle here. So try not to collapse forward. You're still trying to open up that chest to the sky, coming into your version. Don't sweat the details, okay? Don't sweat if you don't look like me, or if you have a bad right shoulder and you need to do something else with that top arm, or maybe the left shoulder is a bad shoulder and it needs to come to a hip instead. Own your version, knowing that the real stuff is happening on the inside. Doesn't really matter what you look like on the outside. Stay with that connection, stay with that breath. Nice job. Slowly bring those arms back to the sky. Hands on either side of that left foot. Drag that left foot back, plank pose. Inhale at the top of your plank. Exhale to lower down. Inhale into that cobra or that up dog. Exhale, down dog. 2 rounds of breath here, either in your down dog or child's pose. Find that breath, smooth it out. Make that connection. Then on your next inhale, inhale that left foot up to the sky. Step it forward for high lunge, cactus arms, open it to the sky. Exhale, back down, down dog. Inhale, right foot up to the sky, step it forward. High lunge on this side, open it up. Exhale, down dog. Left leg up to the sky, step it forward, high lunge. Exhale, bring it back down, down dog. Inhale, right foot up to the sky, step it forward, open it up, high lunge. Exhale, back down, down dog. Last round, inhale, left foot up to the sky, step it forward, open that chest up. Exhale, back down. Right foot up to the sky, step it forward, open it up. Exhale, down dog. Nice job. Drop those knees down, sit back, child's pose. 3 rounds of breath in your version of child's pose. Just let it go, soften, reset. You have earned this child's pose. Nice job. Then we're just gonna come into a nice tabletop position here. And I think we'll work our way right into some abs. So we'll just roll over our ankles and come in to do some ab work. So we're gonna start on our elbows. So I'm gonna come down onto my elbows here, and we're gonna just do some little scissors. So I'm gonna extend those legs, and I'm just crossing my ankles here. So we just got 30 seconds. Now finding the position that works for you. So if hovering right over the mat is too much for the lower spine, if you feel like you're sort of pressing in too much into that lower spine, you raise those legs a little bit higher and find that sweet spot where you're really feeling the emphasis on your lower abs versus your lower spine. Nice job. Last 10 seconds here. Staying with your breath. If you need to pause and put the legs down, put them down for a second, then come back to it for the last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Okay, we got eagle abs happening here. I'll try to show you on the side here. So cross that left knee over the right, and then bring that left elbow under the right like we did eagle arms before, and either bringing the palms together or the back of the hands. Then I'm going to bring those hands overhead. So I'm going to inhale in this position where my hands are touching the floor overhead, and I'm going to exhale as I crunch elbow to knee, and then I'm going to open back up, crunching in. We got 12 on this side, okay? So just following your breath, finding that crunch. These will fire up pretty quickly. Nice job. Halfway there, last 6 here on this side. last 4, last 2, 1 more, you can do it, 1 more. Nice, release. Just making any movement between sides that feels good. If you need to extend the legs, windshield wipe them, just so the abs can recover there. Then we'll take that right knee and cross it over the left this time, and that right elbow under the left this time, bringing those palms or back of the hands together. Hands overhead to kiss the floor overhead as you inhale in this position, and as you exhale, elbow to knee crunch in. Trying to raise as much as you can off the floor. So the head, the shoulders, shoulder blades, as much as you can to crunch that in. Awesome. Halfway there. Last 6 on this side. We can do it, right? We got this. Last 4. Last 2. Let's do one more here. Oh, yes, release. Extend the legs or windshield wipe them for a second. Then we got one more ab move, okay? So just find a little recovery there. And then from this one, we're gonna stay on our back. Actually, we'll crunch up. We'll do it from our back, it'll be better. So from here, we're just gonna raise our head, our shoulder, and our shoulder blades up as if we're pulling on this imaginary rope. You really want to make a connection, really feeling like you are pulling on this rope. So all that emphasis goes into that belly button. Nice. So we'll start 30 seconds on the clock here. If it really is too much of a strain on that head and neck, you can lower it a little bit lower, okay? Or you can even place a block behind and just still do this motion, still do the lifting, but take the pressure off the neck. Nice job. Last 10 seconds here. You can do this, reaching as high as possible onto that rope. Try to finish off and pull the remainder of that rope. So the higher you get on that rope, the more effective you're gonna be. Last 5, last 4, last 3, last 2, last 1. Nice job. Extend those legs long for a moment. Whoa. The nice thing about the abs is that they're the fastest muscles to recover. So they fire up really, really quickly, right? We can feel them so quickly that it burns and we just want to stop. But the nice thing is that they recover so quickly. All right, we've got a little bit of stretching here just to finish it off. So we'll do a nice little figure 4. So crossing that right ankle over the left thigh, making a figure 4. You can stay here if you're someone with super tight hips or sciatic nerve issue or IT bands. Otherwise, you can thread the needle and grab the back of that left, or the front of that left shin, sorry. Or if it feels better, the back of the left thigh, okay? Just settle into this figure 4. If you're finding the stretch too much, you can always use a block behind your head and still do this nice figure 4, okay? So always just making your own and really never sweating exactly what you look like. I really stress less about alignment these days. It's definitely a big change in the yoga world about how strict alignment should be. It was for so many years that your knee had to be exactly like this, and it was, oh, you could do damage if you don't do it like this. And the philosophy on that is really changing over the last sort of 5 years, and really coming back to what the heart of yoga means, which is unity and finding that connection inside. And I think it's a lot to do also with what we need in the world right now. We just need a reset, and we really need these quiet moments to connect with ourselves and know who we are, right? Know the true self, not the thought, the replay that we tell ourselves all the time. So there's a real stress on really just coming back and feeling the poses and the sensations and the sequences, and less about exactly where your knee or your foot or your arm is. All right, from this figure four, we're gonna keep the leg position but release the hands and just allow that figure four to fall over to the left. So I'm bringing that sole of that right foot onto the floor. And I'm gonna hold on to that right foot with my left hand. And then if it's open to you, you can try extending that right leg long. So totally cannot see it in my video. I'm gonna scoot over here a bit so you can see this. So I came from the figure four position. I dropped that figure four to the floor. Then I grabbed onto that right foot with my left hand. And then I'm gonna extend that right leg long, still in this gentle twist for the spine. Now, if extending that right leg to a straight position is too much, it can still have a bend in it if that feels good for you. Or you can just keep the right sole of the foot on the floor and just pull in that ankle nice and tight and still get a great stretch for the hip socket there. So these are just different versions of what you may want in this moment. And then if it feels nice, you can bring that gaze away from the leg. So bring the gaze to the right side. You can play around with the angle of that right arm on the floor. It might feel nice to bring it closer to the head, sort of at a 45-degree angle. And that may feel too much. Maybe it feels better down. So just really tuning in, listening to what you need and knowing there's no right or wrong. It's really what you need, what you feel, what feels good, what gives you that feeling or that feeling of letting go of tension. Just find that spot and just own that version for yourself. Nice job. We'll just take 2 more rounds of breath here. And then just slowly releasing that right foot, bring yourself back to center on your mat. And we'll just line up for the figure four on the other side. So crossing that left ankle over the right thigh. Again, staying here might be just perfect for you, or be reaching for the back of that right thigh, or reaching for the front of the right shin. And then it's always nice to put a little bend or a little flexion, in that left foot. And that just does help protect that left knee a bit. You can relax the right foot. Another option to you, actually, I should have said, is you can bring that right foot to the sky and just hold the back of the right thigh. That's also a really nice version. Again, not sweating what you think is right or wrong, just owning what feels right. So find that position and then just settle in and let go. You can even maybe bring that mind back to that intention that we set at the beginning of our practice in our lotus flower. So whatever it was for you, whether it was time for yourself or to have health or joy or energy, whatever that intention was, just bring some energy back to that. You can even turn it into a mantra for yourself. I am health, I am joy, I am abundance, whatever it is for you. Then from here, we're gonna let those hands go. And again, just allowing that figure four to fall over to the side. Maybe you're just holding that ankle. So right hand holding that ankle and getting that really great hip socket stretch. Or you can play around with and see if it feels right to hold on to that left foot, extend the left leg long. Again, you can turn the gaze away from you. You can play around with the angle of that left arm and just see what feels right, what feels like, sort of like a big release, like a ha. And just be with those sensations. You notice that the mind is drifting off. Just bring it back to the areas where you're feeling the tension. And bring that focus of letting go of tension. And then just slowly releasing that left foot. Bring yourself back to center and finding our final pose of Savasana. So just aligning yourself on your mat. Traditionally, Savasana is done in corpse pose, lying on your back with your palms to the sky and your arms and your legs sort of just splayed out. If lying on your back is a little bit much for the lower spine, find some support. Place some support under the knees to take the pressure off the lower spine, or bend the knees, knock the knees together, or even find a position on the side or on your belly. And just allow yourself the last minute here. Just allowing the body and the mind to rebound from all the work that we've done, allowing the tissues to find their new connection within the body, their new alignment. And just encourage all of you to let go and soften, allowing the physical body to be heavy, allowing the energy body to be soft, allowing the heart body to be open, allowing your mind body to be like a cloud, just allowing the thoughts to drift on by. And then just having the awareness of all of who you are, the awareness of your inner self. And allowing that white, warm light of wisdom, allow it just to blanket over you as you lie here and allow yourself to repair, to rejuvenate, to detoxify. And we do this by just allowing ourselves to be. Inhale through the nose and a big sigh through the mouth. Bring our arms overhead and just give yourself a nice stretch. You can hug the knees in a little bit. You can even roll a little bit from side to side. And then just rolling yourself up to a nice, easy sitting pose. You can close the eyes one last time. If it serves you, you can bring your palms together and your hands at heart center. And just take a moment to notice who you are and how you feel. Turn up the sides of that mouth and give yourself a little thank you for offering up your practice today. And I truly thank you for offering up your practice. I hope it nourished your mind, your body, and your spirit. Namaste.